Hey everybody, it's Mark Rajur here, Clark Commando 1983, and this is going to be, July 10th, 2024. If you like my content, please please subscribe to the channel. This is just, I'm going to do a little fireside chat about a couple things. I want to just kind of throw my 2 cents out about. One is rule books. And two is going to be another way to upgrade and protect your games. And I hopefully haven't lost track on what a fireside chat is. So there's been a little bit of brouhaha out there in the war game world about rule books. And I'm just here to throw my 2 cents, and we all know what that's worth, into the fire. And I'll say, most of you know if you watch my channel, one, I love wargaming. Two, I'll play anything as long as it's a war game. And I'm not going to get into what is a war game. But I will say this. I'm also known for Mark enjoys big monsters with thousands of counters. True, Mark enjoys complicated games. Also true, I play ASL. I've played GMT World at War multiple times. It's been a long time, but I would love to one more time before I go play World in Flames. Axis Empire's Ultimate Edition behind me is one of my favorite games, but it's not that complex. It looks huge sitting there on my 4x8 table with Europe on one side and the Pacific War on the other side. It's right, but you can watch my other updates on my 4-player game for that. Air and Armor recently came out. I'm looking from Compass. Looking forward to getting into that. Does it have a big rule book? It sure does. But hey, there's lots of examples. I'm not here to give you every excuse in the book. I think when you get done with it and you read it, is the game playable? That's what matters to me. And I have found actually some rules, when they're longer and they're well explained with lots of examples, are better than short rule books that are to the point and maybe not as many examples, or and I'm not making a face, my legs are in pain. So but the purpose of this is to just say that long rule books, might not be your thing, and that's okay, because it's all about enjoying your journey. Long rule books may not be needed, and some games don't need them. Some games do need them, and a good example is GMT's World at War. A complex game, you got to devote the time to learn how to play it. But it's also a game that, I will say this, I've never had a rules question that was not answered in that rule book. Is that a good thing? I don't know. You decide. I think it is. I think that if that's the case, that means it was well thought out. It's well explained. That's a game in particular that has a great index in it, has a great community around it, and there's actually lots of videos available that the designer made that are really short that can help you learn it also. Example of a fairly short rule book that I think did a great job, GMT's The Battle for Normandy. I think that's a middle of the road rule book. I don't remember off the top of my head how many pages it is, but it is complete. Not a whole lot of rules questions, and it captures the Normandy landings and the build-up and breakout, etc., in a really great playable fashion. Played that multiple times. Played ASL, definitely known for its long rule book. short rule book that became a long rule book, the Gamers Civil War Brigade series. There again, though, I think excellent. Dean has always done a great job. The regimental subsystem, another example, and then Dean Essig did a wonderful job with the line of battle. So, anyways, don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense, but I think that long rule books are okay, especially if it's a complex game and it makes a game more understandable and more playable. So as I promised, part of this fireside chat would be upgrading your games. Now, one thing that I do in any of my games that have cards, I use, and you can go cheaper if you want. Were $8 for at my local game store for 100. These are Upper Deck matte. I like matte, and they're obviously for cards that, sometimes you can get the colored ones. If they're two separate decks, this is made for the more like generic, or I want to accentuate the back of the cards. So that's my Pimp Your Game Out, help support my local store. $8, I could get these cheaper, I know that. But I like to support my local store. They let us do our meetups there. And the launch pad here in Lodi, California. And he actually now carries a small section of war games that myself and the guys will buy from him. And we've been meeting there for a good long time now, going on 4 years. But anyways, yep, Matt, Upper Deck, Ultra Pro, right? Oh, I kept saying Upper Deck. Ultra Pro, matte finish card sleeves. Top loaded, and they're great for your games with standard size cards. They also make tarot size. They make colored ones, which I like the Dragon Guard. Those are even, I think they're called Dragon Guard. They're even a little bit more expensive. But look, here's what I believe. If you're going to spend $100 on a game, or $60, or $80, whatever it is, spend a little extra money. Protect the components, right? Keep it nice. You decide, oh, I don't like it, or down the road, and you sell it, the next guy might appreciate that you took good care of your games. I know this. I think that, and people agree that have bought from me, that my stuff is always excellent condition. I have stuff stored in my garage because I'm in California. It's super dry heat. I literally get no humidity in here. I've had some stuff, books and things stored in here for years. And I get no yellowing, no rust on my staples. Could I get away with that if I was in the Midwest or East Coast? No. And I'm originally from Boston. I mean, I've been out here since I was a kid. But anyways, that's my fireside chat for today. Nothing real controversial, no politics, no et cetera, but I haven't done one in a while and just wanted to get one done there. And thanks for joining me on this July 11th, 2024, 2 in the morning, and you will see upcoming stuff from Consim Expo 2024. It's going to be my last one, I'm sure, just because the way things are going with my damn pancreatic cancer. But you know what? I'm going to make the best of it every day. I'm going to make every moment count. And if you watch this far, thank you a million times. I really do love this, and I love our community, and I'm going to keep bringing content, and look forward to bringing you some exciting plays from Consim Expo in Tempe, Arizona. Bye, everybody.